Oi, oi, guys. I hope everybody's having a decent Friday. Well, it's Friday when I'm dropping this anyway. I don't know when it is that you're going to be watching this, but whenever you're watching this, I hope you're having a decent day, decent time, whatever it is that you're doing. I hope you're having a blinder. And, I wanted to talk about minimalizing. Minimalizing. It's something I've been doing. I was doing it yesterday, and the rewards were so awesome that I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do a Friday vlog on. So minimalizing. What have I been doing, and how have I been doing it? And I tell you what, it's not an easy thing to do. It's actually not an easy thing to do. But when you do it, the rewards speak for themselves, and it's I went through. There's a story to this desk. There's an absolute story to this desk, and I got it at an absolute steal. Somebody was selling it on Craigslist. My wife, crazy enough, a little while later wanted a desk for herself, and again Craigslist came up again with an absolute blinder of a deal. Where somebody wanted to get rid of their desk as well. But anyway, I got this desk when I was going into pest control, which I did have a business in. Well, I say business. I mean, I was labelled as a business, but the old anxiety was too bad. The mental health would kept getting in the way, and I ended up, dropping the business. But if I hadn't dropped that business, I wouldn't have been doing what I'm doing now, which I absolutely love my job, what I got now. But anyway, so when I got this desk, I was going into a business of my own, and I thought, okay, and I had it all set out for the pest control business. There was, files and one thing and the other, and I thought I was going to be in here using it like crazy, but I did. But that wasn't the journey of what this desk was meant to go through. And cut a long story short, after my pest control business, I dropped that, and then I got into this work, and I use this desk like crazy. All my where I am now, of course, I'm here talking to you guys, and here I am at the desk that I never hardly used for what I was intending it for, but now it's being used, and I absolutely love it. Now getting to that minimalization bit, right? When I started going through the drawers of this desk, it's all full of different papers and labels and bits and pieces that I've collected as well over, like, even little vials of different things to look at, like ants and things that I used to put under microscopes and study them and look at them and structures of them and things like that. So I have imprints of memories on these things, and it was good to me. And it would have been really, really good to me if this hadn't got in the way. But anyway, so I start going through the drawers, because what happened was, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get up, and I'm gonna now, like, clean it, just clean, tidy the desk up is what I intended to do, but it turned into this whole a good few hours of work, and just going through and looking at something, and the first instinct of, I want to keep that, but then being able to switch and go, why? When was the last time I looked at this? Right? We get so wrapped up on hard to let go. Why do we have a hard time letting go of something? Some things we let go to be able to expand. Yeah, which is pretty much why I started doing what I was doing. It's not for, which you can do. You get rid of a bunch of stuff, especially a bunch of those that you've attached labels to. Yeah, that you're stuck with, things that somebody may have given you. You haven't even seen it. You put it in something, or you've tucked it in a drawer, or and you're like, what the hell? But all of a sudden, the memory comes. You might not have seen that for years, and then the memory comes back of that, and you're like, oh no, it's okay. It's not doing anything there. Well, it is, because it's just staying there, and it's an energy to it. It's creating an energy, and if you want to move, you've got to start looking at these things about accepting and letting go, and being able to let go, but looking into that growth. So when it came down to me starting to minimalize, and I did this with my closet a little while ago, going through and just being like, right, and sorting things out for charity, and and cutting things down to where I'm like, what? How much do I really need in my clothes? And I've still got, I've got things up there that I hardly wear, but they're there, because otherwise it's going to the big old scrap heap of clothing somewhere in the world, right? Because I tell you what, I'm going to be dropping a vlog on it, on a program that I was watching last night, which is all wrapped around just how the system works with what is thrown out. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe what is thrown out there when it comes to all kinds of different things, including your electronics, by the way. That, if you've noticed, right, it came up on the program about the headphone jack all of a sudden not being there on your phones. You remember the old 3.5s, right? Was it 3.5? I can't remember that. Anyway, I'm probably going to get corrected, but oh well, thank you for teaching me. But the old phone jacks, and they're not there anymore. And of course, now you're buying the earbuds, and you can't. The earbuds only have so many charges on them, and then they go down, and then of course you can't. It's not like plugging in a headset and then it works, and then you right, and you got it for years. No, right. So there was even things like that where I had like broken headsets that I've not used. But I look at I remember pulling one out and looking at it and going, yeah, it's broken, but like the visualizing places I've been with it, and it's like, throw it away. Get rid of it. Don't belong. So to transform it, I'm really proud of myself. I don't know if you've seen my lights over there beyond the blue ones. At night, I can have them for, it's I love it. I absolutely love it. But it was a matter of transforming this whole space and yourself to where you want to be going, not staying stagnant on where you're at. Growth, expansion. That takes letting go. That takes minimalizing. That takes bringing things down. How much do I really need? Yeah. What is it when you walk into a restaurant, right, and you look at a menu that's like got about 4 pages, and you look and you're like, oh, what does it do? It's like, now I walk into somewhere where there's like 2 or 3 items to pick from, right? It doesn't really happen. But I have been places where you might have 3 burgers, right? And then there might be 3 or 4 or something else. It minimalizes down. It causes less stress, because the more that you see in front of you, the more choice you have. When you have more choice, it becomes more difficult, believe it or not, to make the choices. And then you're always like, well, waiting for the next best thing or something, right? It becomes an issue. So being able to just be like, okay, and I can do a lot more, trust me. But where I sit right now, as far as my desk is cleared out of anything that resembled the past businesses of any kind. So it's about getting yourself ready. It's about bringing yourself into focus with where you want to go and what do you need for that journey. Don't get me wrong. I sit here in front of a nice computer and I got equipment and stuff. Awesome. This is all part of A, my business, and B, because I enjoy it. I love doing this. I love getting the messages out there to you guys. So please, if you're really getting something out of any of these videos or content that I put out there, please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. Yeah. look at what is surrounding you, and look at what might be stressing you out, and tackle it. And it can be any kind of thing, right? Even in your kitchen, if you open your cupboards. I know my girls opened the cupboards the other day and they're like, how many mugs do we really need? And they're right. They're 100%, 100% right. Because I've opened that cupboard many times and gone, oh, right? And my wife's saying, yeah, let's cut that down. And for some reason, and I don't know why we have them. I don't know why we have them talking about plastic, right? But holding on to bloody plastic. If you open up your cupboards and you've got my wife has different stacks of different things and it's plastic. Convert it over. I know that it's about repurposing. I get it and things like that, but plastic is bad. It's bad stuff, and we can't get rid of the shit now. We cannot get rid of the shit now. It's totally, and nobody's taking responsibility either. Anyway, we'll get into that. So look at what's causing you some shit in your head, some friction that's maybe going on. Look at it. Like I kept looking at my desk going, yeah, and then walking away. And then sitting down to go to work and then going, oh, and having it stressing, like not stressing me out, like to where you're like, oh God. No. But it was like a mess. Tidy your area, minimize things down. If you're moving on to a different journey, which is a matter of changing you from one thing to another, just like myself, pest control, I was landscaping before that, and then I was chef before that. So it's a matter of stepping. Where am I at now? That's what I asked myself. Where am I at now? And what do I need to be pushing out of this space so that I can bring in and encompass more of what belongs? So take a look around you guys. Take a look around you. What can you bring down? Where are you going? What is it where do you want to go? Where do you want to move to? New you, moving into this next year, new you, new beginnings, new direction, maybe a new career, even new friends sometimes, right? We got to sort that out. Some friends leave. There's an acceptance. There's an acceptance of some friends drifting, but then allowing others to see and come in. It's a rotation. And some of those friends, thank God, they stick around and they stay. Yeah? Share the love out there, guys. I hope you're all having a great, whatever you celebrate. And if you don't celebrate it, all good. Nothing wrong there either. Yeah? Remember the people around you. Push some love out there. Show some of those people around you some love, yeah? And please, like I said, if you're getting anything out of this, please hit that subscribe button. Because I tell you what, it helps get the message out there. And I thank each and every one of you. Take it easy. Love each other. Most of all, love yourself. Stay the course. Namaste.